It's Week 15 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Broncos and the Oilers under the lights on Sunday night.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap between the Houston Oilers taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0. And off we go from Denver. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 20 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On first down, Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more Etienne, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
And the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 106 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Bishop. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I think I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On the counter, Etienne. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air. And they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make it 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for our Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing on 1st down. Bishop. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave it, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Bishop. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bishop. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play. They'll run here with Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. Houston set to take over. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir. Right? Old school. Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Hurts. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Houston.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Etienne up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
He was brought down by Mike Edwards. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 16-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Spears is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Spears again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, it stays up. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bronco defense comes up big. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake, Bishop. And again, back to Kmet. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That is caught. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Broncos had 8 and 5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, caught by London. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 37.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get that underneath Etienne. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here's 2nd and 3.
It moves to 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Etienne bringing in another one. Touchdown! Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Oilers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Broncos 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Bishop. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the blind boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So we have reached. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. There's the tight end Cole Kmet as he and this offense trot back out onto the field. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
From the gun on third down, Bishop. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw. Bishop over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Bishop forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Levante David in on the tackle. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Koo on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Onyemata, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This pass is caught by London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Oilers.
They go play action with Hurts. A little short pass. This is Everett. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Hurts throw on target to Godwin here. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
First down, Houston.
Hurts. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Drake London hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Oilers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than
toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Denver's offense now set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it.
And he coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bishop. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, Bishop. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
On 1st down, Bishop. That's into the hands of Edwards. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Bishop to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
25-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
First down, Oilers.
They'll look to throw. Right side to Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
Drake London. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Houston.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And it's 3rd
Hurts sets up to throw it. And caught by London. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
I certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Bishop. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Bishop. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Bishop. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bishop being chased out left. 20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bishop. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Off play action. Bishop. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.